And welcome everyone to round 10 of IOR Season 8. We are today at Spa, track that we don't come since F122. Guess it's a year ago we don't race in Spa. And well, we are coming back to this, one of the fan favorite tracks of most people. And well, 17 drivers today after not having a great attendance last week, and today we bounce back and we are back to 17 people in the grid. I know it's not full grid, but it's still a very good number. And well, you can see that it's gonna be our first time racing on crossplay. We have Sir Jake, who comes back since F122 on Season 7, this time racing on a PC, so it's gonna be the first ever IOR race on crossplay. So I trust everything will go the right way. I know it's known that crossplay might not always work the right way, but I'm gonna trust that it's gonna be all right today on this Belgian Grand Prix. And while everyone else, as you know, it's from PS, so no different from that. Some drivers already live in the pit lane. It's Gianni, also known of course of Stenros, who comes back since also Season 7, getting a podium in the last race in Abu Dhabi. This season he couldn't race for the first 9 rounds, now comes back as a reserve driver for the Haas team. And of course we have Thales and Cucumber, who's back, who didn't race last week, and now both rivals have missed a race each of them. First Thales missed Silverstone, then Cucumber missed Hungary. The only 2 winners we have this season. Cucumber has 5 wins, Thales has 4 wins. We'll see if today Thales can tie Cucumber in number of wins, or if Cucumber will get his 6th win of the season, or if we are gonna get a 3rd winner today, which could also happen. But as it's going on this season, these 2 have dominated absolutely everything. And I gotta say, a guy I'm really happy to see back on track once again is Dino Vino Bambino, the man, the GOAT, the IOR head steward, coming back since a long time ago, again since IOR Season 6, possibly in F122 last year. This is gonna be his first race of the year driving the McLaren, so I'm gonna be very happy to see Dino on track today as well. And we have Koroy, who is making his debut in IOR from the friend league PSF1, driving the Alfa Romeo today. And well, apart, I think all the other faces, you already know them well. They've been here for a long time ago in IOR, and well, hopefully we'll have a very fun race today in Belgium. Following now Magnum Gelato, who's gonna be, I think, the first one to start a lap. No, it's actually Giannis the first one to start a lap, who's already coming to the end of Sector 1 already in Sector 2. We're gonna go down into 3rd gear, 2nd gear in that corner. I think it's very low gear to go there. Has a little slide, not sure if it's lag or not, but seems to have a very bad slider out of the exit of that corner. Could well be lag, or maybe not. Up to 8th gear, now down to 7th gear, taking a bit of the inside curve, taking a bit of the outside curve as well in Tuhan. Now it's gonna come into the chicane. Down into 5th gear, 4th gear for Janne. Going over the curve on the outside, taking another outside curve, not taking any of the inside curve in here. A lot of the outside curve for this one. 14.0, let's see what Magnum is doing on that same sector. 14.0 for Janne in Sector 2. What can Magnum do compared to Janne's time? Coming into the end of Sector 2, and it's gonna be for Magnum Gelato. It's gonna be a 14.6, 6 tenths lower than Janne. Janne completely much faster than Magnum there on this lap. Now coming into the exit of the final corner, going into the line, and it's gonna be 42.2 for Janne. Now Magnum Gelato is gonna be the 2nd one, I think, to set a lap today. Has a little slider in the exit of the corner. Now coming into the main straight and into the line he goes. Magnum is gonna go 43.3. That's 1.1 slower than Janne. Great time by Janne at the moment, but of course it's just 2 people have set a lap at this point. Joseph Vesely on a lap currently on the Red Bull. Was very close to getting a podium last weekend in Hungary. By just 0.2 of a second missed it against Equasar. So Joseph's still looking to get that first podium of the season. course, if we talk about the whole year, he's one of the only 5 winners we've had this year. Thales and Cucumber have been massively dominant through all this 2023 year, including Season 7 and Season 8, of course. This own season, we just have 2 different winners so far after 9 races. Now, Thales goes first, passes 1 second completely faster than Yane. And as I said, these guys are very difficult to defeat, Thales and Cucumber. You thought Yane's time was very good, and yeah, indeed it was, but Thales simply destroyed that 1 second quicker than Yane on his first run. Koro is now gone 5th fastest, 43.6. Now Nick FIFA goes 3rd fastest, 42.6. Far behind. Equasar now gets a bit closer to Thales, but well, closer in some way. 6 tenths still behind the McLaren driver. And we gotta see what Cucumber will do. He's currently on an outlap. Arrieta in the pit lane as well. He was fighting for the win in both Austria and Silverstone. He missed the Hungary race. Now let's see what he can do today in Spa. Arrieta, I think, has been the closest driver to defeating Thales and Cucumber on this season. I think no one else has got that close. Maybe Equasar in Silverstone as well, but then Cucumber just pulled away. And of course Equasar is Cucumber's teammate. But yeah, I think Equasar will be able to win a race at some point this season. He's been there, he's been consistent, so I think that consistency will pay off at some point and will be able to win a race. Koroy on his debut is up on P10, not the best first lap for the Alfa Romeo driver. But of course there's still a long time to go on this qualifying session. Sir Jake's on a 44.0. Dino Vino Bambino also on his first race on this game, and after a long time, only a 43.7 is very far behind as well. And gotta say, Joseph Vesely has a very strong time. Quicker than his teammate Nick FIFA, which usually is not this way. Usually Nick FIFA's been ahead of Joseph on pace through all the season, but this time Joseph on his after the first run is ahead of teammate Nick FIFA. Similar to what it used to be in F122, where these two were sometimes Joseph would be quicker than Nick FIFA, other times Nick FIFA would be quicker than Joseph. In this game, Nick FIFA was much quicker than Joseph on the first round, but now Joseph seems to bounce back on pace and goes up to P4. And we gotta go now with Cucumber, who is coming now. Oh, goes wide and invalidates as soon as I go on board with him. And yep, that's lap 1 deleted for Cucumber. Is gonna still have 2 more runs. But well, time gets shorter and Thales will have now 2 more runs as well. And he's already got that P1 time, looking for that 5th win of the season. I guess his 14th win in IOR career if he gets it. Cucumber, I think, would get his win number 37 in case he wins today. Yeah, great numbers there by the Canadian, looking to increase that win streak. Yeah, we'll see when he gets to 50 wins. Definitely not this year because it's mathematically impossible due to the number of races remaining, but for sure he will be able to get to that number in 2024. Cucumber diving it into the pit lane because of the invalidation. JM now got gone 5th fastest, 42.5. From Yane to down everyone is battling in the 42s. Then to Callas, we have the battle on the 43s. And yeah, in the top, Equasar, the one that has got closer to Thales. And well, Thales on a league of his own at the moment till Cucumber gets there as well. Bialo on an outlap at the moment on the Alpha Tauri. Warming up those tires. Now we'll soon see what his pace will be today. And unfortunately, as we know, he won't be able to finish the race due to having something else to do, being busy right after the race. So yeah, but as always there is well appreciated. Nice from him to help us getting the numbers, and yeah, it's always great to have him doing some laps still, even if he can't complete the race. It's great to have him on track. Arrieta currently starting offline lap, and I think if someone can get close to Thales more than Equasar, it could well be Arrieta, or at least Arrieta could go for a P3 or a P2. I think between him and Equasar can be very tight on pace. Following now Arrieta into sector 1, into a long camel straight, coming into a corner. It's gotta be a 30.2 for Arrieta. Now we're gonna follow him into sector 2, meeting some traffic ahead of him. I think he's just gonna go for 2 runs because, yeah, if he's gone out this late, he's definitely wants to save a set of soft tires for the race. Now we're gonna come into Kuhan. He's gonna go all the way by the outside of the track, down into 7th gear, quickly getting on throttle to get a nice exit out of that corner. He's gonna come now into the quick right-hander, down into 5th gear, down into 4th gear, now quickly up into 5th gear once again, taking a lot of the inside curve and the outside curve as well. Into the inside he goes, now goes a bit wide. Oh, and invalidates. He was doing a 13.6. That was 4 times quicker than Yanni's time through that sector, if you remember correctly. So he was going to be very close to Equosar time. But unfortunately for him, he has now invalidated and will have just possibly have 1 run remaining on his time. And Joseph Vesely has spun, but that's on an outlap, and I'm not sure if he has wing damage or not. I think he doesn't have wing damage, but tires might be a bit damaged after that. I'm not too sure. Yanni is about to start a flying lap. No, sorry, he's about to finish flying lap. Yanni comes into a line now, and what time is he gonna do? He's gonna do a 41.6, getting really closer to Thales. 5 tenths of improvement. Massive time there by Yanni compared to the last one. So, or Yanni didn't do the best lap he could have done before, or now the track has improved massively. Bialo's gone P4. Bialo's gone P4. Massive lap there by Bialo. Great pace showing there by the AlphaTauri driver. So it could be drivers improving, or simply the track has improved. We'll see. Have to see what Thales can do now on this second run. Following him now into the Camel Straight. Gonna go into the end of the track, improving 1/10 just in sector 1. So yeah, I think track is improving massively. Track is massively improving at this point. Thales, I think, is coming to smash that previous lap time he had. Oh, has a little slide and goes into a wall. I guess he's gonna have to abort that lap. Don't think he's gonna keep going on with that unless it's flagged, but I don't think. It looked like very unfortunate lap there by Thales. Joseph Vesely now looking to improve as well. This is gonna be a very fun race for sure. Oh, Joseph nearly losing the car there. We're not sure if it's lag once again, but I think it isn't. We'll see what Thales is doing through sector 2. He's slow and he has invalidated, so yeah, he's definitely had a slide there. Following now Joseph Vesely into the end of sector 2, and it's gonna be for him it's not improving as well. He's aborted that lap as well. Equosar is currently on a flying lap, but he's not improving, I think. Improving a little bit, which won't be enough to get ahead of Yanni. And Cucumber currently on a flying lap. He's going for the second one, or maybe the last one, because I'm not sure he will have time. Probably not for another run. This possibly will be last run for Cucumber today. Coming into sector 1, 29.8. I guess that time should be better than Thales' time, also because of track improving. And well, Cucumber still has not done a single lap time today. Magnum Gelato just goes 5th fastest. Improves 1 whole second his previous lap. Massive improvement on the track, as I said before. Everyone is improving. Everyone is massively improving. What Dino Bino Bambino can do, he is currently not on a flying lap. Goat is on an out lap at the moment. Arrieta in the pit lane is waiting for the last moment to come out. Cucumber on the lap. He's had a little slider, I think, but I'm not sure. I think he's doing a decent job. He's gonna get a 13-0, massive time there for Cucumber in sector 2. I think is gonna completely demolish Thales' current time. Following Cucumber into the bus stop. Now gonna come into the chicane. Final 2 corners for Cucumber, who's looking to take another pole position. Comes now into a line, and it's gonna be a 41.0, actually just 2 times quicker than Thales, and as I said before, that's gonna be Cucumber's last run. So I think Thales has absolutely everything on the bag to try and defeat that time from Cucumber, having in mind that he was improving 1/10 just in sector 1. I think that pole position for Thales is right there. if he can get a good run, because Cucumber, as I said, it's the longest track of the calendar. I don't think he will have time for another lap. I really don't think he will. Meanwhile, Arrieta, the man I'm expecting a lap yet, the only driver to have not set a lap, and the man that I think can be up there to challenge Cucumber and Thales, is coming on an outlap at the moment. The Haas of Yanni right behind on an outlap as well. Yanni actually getting a bit close to the top two, but as I said, well, 6 tenths still a big gap. Thales can improve that lap for sure. Yanni can improve for sure, but we gotta see how this will turn out in the end. I think this might end up being one of the best qualifying sessions we've had the whole season, if not the best. I don't remember which was the best qualifying we've had so far. Goat improving there up to 7th place. That's gonna be his last run. Thales preparing that flying lap to try and defeat Cucumber. Cucumber, as I said before, probably, yeah, he definitely won't have enough time for another lap unless he starts a lap now. But yeah, it would be pointless with those degraded tires. Cucumber's just gonna have to retire from the session due to lack of time. And now Thales has absolutely everything. It just depends on him to get this pole position. He's been overtaken by the Alpha Tauri of Bialo, I think. Well, we'll see if there will be some word about that later on the chat. And Thales now comes. We're gonna follow him to start his final flying lap. Can he defeat Cucumber for pole position or not? Coming into last source, getting a nice braking and a nice exit out of that corner. Now we'll come into Yu Rugen Radion. Into the Camel Straight he goes now. Can he improve 1/10 or more like he did in his previous attempt? 85 thousandths. Not a massive improvement, though he still has 2 more sectors to go. Let's go with Yanni now. He's improving 1/10 his previous lap. So he's looking good to try and keep that 3rd place on the grid, or we'll see if someone else is able to improve that. Following now Equasar also, who's coming to the end of sector 2. There's a McLaren spinning. I guess that's Dino Vino Bambino, who won't be able to. Improving 51 thousandths of a second won't be enough for Equasar to defeat Yanni. Now we're gonna follow Thales, who is coming to sector 2. He is improving 2 tenths. Thales is improving 2 tenths. Though, we're gonna see what he will do in the final sector. Can he defeat Cucumber for pole position today? Equasar with the ghost of Dino Bino Bambino. That has messed up Equasar's time. Arrieta has retired and will be starting last this race. Unfortunate moment for Equasar with the AI car. And now we gotta go on board with Thales. Can he defeat Cucumber for pole position today? Yes, he can. 40.9. Thales has got pole position for the Belgian Grand Prix. Bialo comes into a line, improved just 29 thousandths of a second. Joseph Vesely is improving as well. Following the Red Bull driver now into the final part of the track, into the final sector. Nick FIFA follows him. What can the Red Bull duo do here? Joseph comes into the chicane. And into the line he's gonna come, and it's gonna be P7 for Joseph. Minimal improvement. Nick FIFA goes 4th fastest. Great lap there by Nick FIFA, 41.8. As always, Nick FIFA showing something else in qualifying. Hopefully he can get a good start, where he messed up many times in the previous races. If he can get a clean start, I think Nick FIFA can be up for a very good result today. Though the battle between Cucumber and Thales is gonna be, of course, the most exciting thing to watch for the day. Thales and Cucumber 4 times quicker than Yanni. Yanni on P3 on the Haas car. And then comes Nick FIFA 8 times, almost a second behind. the top two, which is a massive gap. And we gotta go now into race. Oh, track seems a bit dark. Can we be expecting rain for later on this race? We got some comments in the YouTube box. Not sure if I think just one, but we'll see if I can read it before starting. Equasar says IOR on fire. So thanks once again, Equasar, for the support. And then Equasar says that AI. And yeah, the AI ended up messing up your lap, unfortunately, though. You still got a very good qualifying position. So, knowing you with how consistent you are and being the driver with the better racecraft in the whole grid, I know you'll be able to, well, we'll see if you can get that 4th podium in a row today. You got the streak of 3 podiums in a row. So, well, we'll see what can happen today. Now, waiting on the grid for this race to start. No any other comments at the moment from anyone. Tire strategy in here, I guess hard medium, medium soft, I don't know, it's can be a bit confusing. There can be a lot of variety in the strategy on this track and in this game in general, so we'll see what people will try and go for. We about to get started with this race now. And it's safety car. And it's a safety car.
Let's hope we see a good effort from McLaren here to reach the top.
Oh, that was funny.